Okay, so you guys are being recorded. You can see the screen, right?
I'm getting on it now.
Okay.
Getting on it now.
Jan's not on. Okay, I'm the only one with this screen. Okay. So this is being recorded for the people that could not make it tonight for whatever reason. I think that's you, right, Jenny?
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't even let me say who it is. Oh, if you didn't type your name in, I don't know who it is. But anyway, okay, goals. Goals are what we're talking about tonight, and action plan. So you guys have to, goals take some time. It's not something you could just do a pie in the sky type thing, because you really want to balance your goals for personal, family, and business. And some people add spiritual, but you've got to have balanced goals. If it's just all Market America goals, there's going to be issues. If it's all just personal goals, then something else is going to, you got to keep it balanced. So that's why on the basic 5 slides, which I didn't pull up, but I probably should, well, I'll just, I'll just pull it up. It'll be easier. On goals, there is the 4 quadrants that we have, right? To live, to love, to learn, and to leave. And I'll bring it up just because it'll be not quicker, but it'll be better than my drawings. How's that sound? Not one person laughed at that. Okay. My drawings are pathetic. Come on, let's be realistic.
I'm on mute, so I apologize.
Is this a B5? Yes. Where's goals? Goals and a goal statement. So this right here, everybody should have one. You know what? This is ridiculous. Where is it? And I know it's still in there because I just did this 2 weeks ago. But that looks like we've gotten into retailing. Social media. Retailing. Action plan. Right here. It's right. It's a different slide. So in order to figure out what you want, having a piece of paper or like just a regular 8 by 11 piece of paper folded in quarters and stuff like to live. What would you like to have to live? So that could be like, I'm like, say, it could be I want to have my mortgage. I don't have to worry about my mortgage ever again. I want that money coming in, right? Or I don't want a mortgage. I want to pay it off. I want a new, I don't know, a new car, a new lawnmower, a new boat, a new bed, whatever it is. But it should be with you, because when you're out and about and you see something, it's like, oh, isn't that pretty? And it's something that you would love to have. Write it down, because you limit yourself by forgetting those things. I'm guilty of this too. And then to love, if time and money were endless, what would you do for people other than yourself? And a lot of us get into the trap of self, like what I got to get my kids, what I got to do here, and you don't really think about what would I love to do for a friend of mine, or what would I love to do for my mother, that type of thing. And then if what would you learn how to do if you didn't have to go to work every day? What would you learn how to do? And I was a little stumped on that one. That one's taken me a little bit of time to fill more stuff in, and I keep putting things down there too. So do this exercise, but keep that as like a all the time exercise. Make it part of who you are. And then to leave behind, what do you want to leave when you're dead and gone? And it can't just be, oh, she was a fun friend. You know what I'm like? It could be, I suppose. You better be doing a lot for those that you love to be that fun friend. But you guys get what I'm saying. Do you want to leave some kind of something behind? So you kind of have to do this first, and it's ongoing. Once you know what those things are that you want, then you have to translate it into what kind of income do I need to get there. And that's why we've always talked about SMART goals. They have to be specific, they have to be measurable, attainable, realistic. Like, I'm probably not going to be the president of the United States. It's probably not realistic, nor would I want to be, and timely. So when we're talking about the specific piece, it has to be very, very specific. So it's got to answer these 6 questions of W's. Who does it involve? So it might involve you getting activated, right? Or sponsoring 2 new business partners. That might be a goal. You want to hit on franchise owner, and that would be sponsoring 2.25, right? What do I want to accomplish? Sponsoring 2 people that are participating in the shopping annuity. So we're kind of like building on that. Where? Identify a location. I want to sponsor 2 people that will build their shopping annuity in my local area. And by when? So you'd be saying it is June, well, wait a sec, January, February, March, June 30th, 2016, and I sponsored 2 people participating in the shopping annuity in my local area. And then which identify requirements and constraints, meaning you could identify requirements. It's June 30th, and I sponsored 2 Go Now distributors, right, that are mastering the shopping annuity. Do you guys get that? And they consistently work 10 hours a week. And then why? And isn't this what we've been talking about about corporate? Why? Why do you want to sponsor 2 new people? Because we want to get your first commission check. Say I'm talking to a brand new person. So the why is this is what we would like to do every quarter of your life in the business until you get to the income that you want to be at. And that's really what we should all be striving for. Is it realistic? Again, is it realistic? We haven't gotten to that part of it. We're only on the specifics. Do you guys get that?
Yeah.
2 for every quarter for every person. My goodness, you guys would all be wealthy beyond our wildest dreams. Like Steve Harris says, 1 a quarter is realistic. But who am I to set someone's goals low? Mine or anybody else's. So, because these are about you. So that's how you do the specific stuff. So here's an example. A general goal would be I want to get in shape. Well, doesn't everybody want to get in shape? Pretty much everybody. But a specific goal would say I'm going to join a health club and work out 3 days a week. That's much more specific. I'd make it more specific than that because I would have the end in sight. When we're writing out our goals, we always want to have it like it's been done before. So measurable. This really comes to the action plan with your goal. So you have to establish concrete criteria for measuring your progress. So when you measure your progress, you can stay on track to reach your target date, right? Or you can change your goal, the end date of your goal. To determine if your goal is measurable, ask questions like how much, how many, and how will I know when I accomplish it? Well, it's pretty simple for measurable, right? Everything in our Getting Started guide is measurable. If you've never taken the Basic 5 diagnostic test, it's in the back office under downloads, take it, because it's either you did it a lot or not, or you didn't do it, So you either have 3 tickets to the next local or you don't. You either got a ticket to international convention or you don't. You either show up at your monthly UBP with or without a guest or you don't. You either read your goal statement twice a day. Everything in this business is measurable, but we should, again, keep things balanced, right, between other areas of our life. So measurable in our business in particular, it's so easy when someone says, well, it's not working for me. It's very easy to just say, well, what have we done? Have you bought any tickets? Have we asked anybody to evaluate the business? Have you transferred all your spending over so you can experience our products so that you can share them with others? Everything is measurable, and you'll find most of those people, it's a no, 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 right? So they weren't willing to do what it requires to get the end result. Then when we're looking at attainable, so the SMART, we get the S, specific, M is measurable, A is attainable. So when I say I'm going to be President of the United States at 52 years old, that's probably not attainable, nor do I want it to be attainable in my lifetime, right? Or whatever, but you guys get my idea. So when you identify goals that are most important to you, you begin to find out ways you can make them come true. So when I wrote my goal statement, this is years ago, you guys, and I have it someplace in my files, but I wanted bunk beds for the kids. I wanted a vacation house. I wanted a new dog, and I wanted to go to Disney. And I had revamped the goals, and when I hit all these different goals, Thea sent it over to me. She had saved it. Hitting professional within 4 weeks, hitting supervise and coordinator 2 weeks early. We had bought the vacation house. We got 2 dogs. We had 2 sets of bunk beds, and we went to Disney. Isn't that bizarre? So it's got to be something you really want, and I really wanted those things. So you can attain most any goal you set yourself up for. And this whole little paragraph here says if you shoot for little teeny goals, that's not a bad thing, but shoot for a little bit higher goal, because when it's a bit of a bigger goal, you actually work a little bit harder for it. If it's something like to tie your shoe, you know what I mean? You don't have to think too much about it. But if you think about having to tie 100 people's shoes, do you know what I'm saying? I'm being stupid. I don't know where that came from, but
They have slip-ons.
or yeah, there you go. You have the flip on. See, there solves that problem. That's the solution right there. We don't even have to have tying those shoes. But goals that have may seemed far away and out of reach eventually move closer and become more attainable, not because your goals shrink, but because you grow and expand to match them. That's just the law of the universe. When you push yourself a little bit, guess what? Things open up for you. That's a fact. Happens all the time. If you stop pushing yourself, things start closing up. It's just the way it is. So you want to make sure it's attainable, realistic. Again, we'll use my becoming president. Is that very realistic? No, it's not, Roxanne. Not at all. But a goal must represent an objective towards which you are willing and able to work for. I'm not willing, nor am I able to run for the President of the United States. Am I willing and am I able to get to director? That's my goal. That's my personal goal. Are you willing and are you able to do the tasks necessary to get you to where you want to be? So that's where the reality check comes in. So a goal can be both high and realistic. You're the only one that can decide how high your goal should be, but be sure that every goal represents substantial progress, because that's why we measure everything. So when I'm talking to somebody and they say, I've talked to 10 people and nobody will look at the business plan, we need to change how that particular person is talking to those next 10 people. You know what I mean? Because that's something isn't right, because we're not getting the right outcome for that. But anyway, here's the thing right here. A high goal is frequently easier to reach than a low one, because a low one exerts low motivational force. Some of the hardest jobs you ever accomplished, and think about that, you guys. Think about some of the hardest things you've ever accomplished were actually simple because you did it because you wanted to, right? So
Yeah.
it's got to be realistic, and it's got to be timely. You can't just say, I want to lose 10 pounds and be done with it, because it could be tomorrow. It could be any day, right? You know? So you can't just throw it out there. That's why we always put the end date in sight. So if I'm working with a new person, I'm always setting a 90-day goal, then another 90-day goal, then another 90-day goal. But I'm also realistic with that person. If they're not willing or able to give me any time, is anything really major going to happen in 90 days? No, because you got to do the time to make the money. There's no way around that, right? So never say someday. It's always an end date. What's the date that you're going to hit your next pin level? You know, so it shouldn't be the next pin level. For a lot of you people, that's master coordinator. You guys should all that are like executive coordinator, but you're not quite master. You should be shooting for senior master coordinator, so you're making $3,000 a month, because I know that will take the edge off a lot of people. And I can show you guys what that looks like with my terrible drawing in a little bit, if that's what you guys want me to do. So, but timely is really it's very, very important, because if you're not doing the action that meets all the other things in your goal, then it's never going to work, correct?
Right.
And the key thing right here, your goal is probably realistic, but you have to believe you can do it. And everything happens between your ears in this business, in life. If I say, oh, yeah, I'd like to paint my bedroom walls, but I don't really feel like painting my bedroom walls and I can live with the color it is, am I ever going to paint those bedroom walls? No. No. But if I make the decision that I'm going to paint the bedroom walls, am I going to paint them? Yes. Because everything in life is a decision. And once you make the decision, everything else seems to happen pretty easily, I think. And tangible. A goal house is tangible when you can experience with taste, touch, smell, sight, or hearing. So when I'm a director making $18,000 a month, what's that going to feel like? What am I going to be eating? Where am I going to be laying my head down at night? What is my life going to look like? You know, that's the way you really want to look at it. So when your goal is tangible, you have a better chance of making it. So everybody's got a different goal on this call. Just make sure that you follow these rules of being very specific. It's got to be measurable. It's got to be attainable and realistic, and it's got to be done on time. And there's got to be a feeling associated with it. When you get to that end date, whether it's June 30th, 2016 or whatever it is, how are you feeling? Because everything we do is based on emotion. 90% of everything we do is based on emotion. So what's that emotion tied to the goal? So anyway, that's that. So I'm going to bring up my horrible Word document, or not. Maybe I'll have to look it up. Word. I always hated that Word document. Not quite sure. Okay, so do you guys want to just see what $3,000 a month looks like?
Yeah.
So that's 2,000 BV on the left and right. That's a B right there, just so you know. And 2,000 on the left. BV. Okay. Can you guys clearly see 2,000 and 2,000?
Yes. Yes.
Kind of, sort of. Okay. So let's just pretend you're brand spanking new. Okay, so this is the new person. Wow, I should put some arms and a leg in here. That's the new person. Yay! Yay, I started the business. That's some eyes and a mouth. That's his 001. Okay, so obviously what we have to do is he's going to sponsor. He looks like a he because he has no hair. He has to sponsor one on the left and one on the right. Now, we can use a couple different numbers, you guys. We can use 200 BV a month for a distributor, right? Or we can use 500, and 500 is the SABP, isn't it? So I'm only doing this on BV. I'm not going to do it on IBV. All right, IBV is bonus. So, or why don't we do it both ways, okay? Show you minimal thinking and maximizing our thinking, because if this is a brand new person, we do have to get them customers, etc., correct? So here's your new person. Now, we're going to need, how many people with 200? You're going to need 10 on this side, correct? Is 2,000 divided by 200? 10? 8, 9. There's your common like, okay, 10. So there's 10 people. So if we're going to get 10 people generating 200 BVs to get this 2,000, right, BV? Oh, I'm sorry, it's 2,400 over here. I screwed up. 24. Let's just 24.
I know what the 2,000. Okay. Yeah, I was wondering.
So we need 2 more bodies. There we go. So we have 12 bodies on the left and 12 bodies on the right, right? So, and then you get 12 down here. That is doing it with the 200. So if that's 12 and 12, that's 24 people. So 1 in 5 people that we show this business to are ready right now. The other 4 are waiting, right? Or they say no or whatever, they come back or whatever. Doesn't matter. So let's just say we have to show 125 plans. Now remember, when here's the new person, you got us above you helping you, right? That's up senior partners. Now, when it's going to start out slower as we start, right? So it's going to be first quarter, he has 2, right? And then if those 2 can get 2 in their next quarter, we're at what? 3 and 3. And so, do you guys follow me here, or should I draw it out in a cleaner picture? 1. This is quarter 1. And then we've got 2 on both sides of this guy, right? That's quarter 2. This is if you're actively building the business, you guys. And then these 2 are going to have 2, right? So it's going to be 4 and 4. And don't you think it's time for you to sponsor maybe a couple more people? So +1 from you and +1 from you. Can't stop sponsoring, you guys. So that's quarter 3. And then say quarter 4, these 4 are activated. So now you have 8 and 8. And what about your 2 little doohickeys? They should have sponsored another person, right? So they sponsor one the next quarter, just because that would average out to 1, you guys, every quarter. So at quarter 4, at the end of 1 year, we have 11 people on the left and 11 people on the right. Are we not pretty darn close to Senior Master in 1 year at 200 BVs? That's helping everybody identify their 2 key business partners in their first quarter. Do you guys get that? And if that should not be difficult to do, is what I'm saying. If we were all actually working, it is not that difficult, particularly with a shopping annuity. It's so logical. So now if you do it with 500 BVs and people are really, in that first quarter, really pushing to transition, right, to get to, say, 2,500, because I'm going to save myself math, right, a month. 5 on the left and 5 on the right, you guys. That's it. So quarter 1, we have 1 here and 1 here. So quarter 2, what do we have?
2 and 2.
2. Same thing as over here, right? So don't we have a total of 3 and 3? 3,
Yeah.
3. And then the next quarter we'll have the same thing as down here, 4. You didn't even sponsor anybody. So now you have 6 and 6. If you had 6 and 6 doing the shopping annuity bonus pool, that's 3,000 BVs every month. That's a solid Senior Master. Do you guys get that?
Yeah.
On their way. So the difference between just doing a little bit of BVs and hitting the shopping annuity bonus pool, it's huge, you guys. It's huge. So, any questions on my drawings? Going once, going twice.
Yeah. The only thing, what's the 125 in the top left?
What? Oh, geez. Thanks, Jenny. What? What was that?
What was the 125 in the top left?
How many plans you had to show?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
125 plans. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to go back to that. So do you guys get the shopping annuity? It makes so much more sense that we need to get that kind of BV moving. I know Jenny does that with just her web centers. Do you know what I mean? So action. Who wants to hit Senior Master?
Hello, right here.
Okay, everybody wants to hit it. So let's make an action plan so you can write a goal statement. Here's you. I'm just going to pretend that there's nobody in your business. You need to count how much BV comes up on both sides of your business currently, okay? So you need to have your current BV, that's current BV, right and left or left and right, and put it in here, okay? That's what you're going to do. So if you need 2,400 BVs a month to hit Senior Master, left and right, you're going to take your current numbers and subtract it from here. So let's just say you're hitting, we'll say you're hitting 1,200 and 1,200 right now, right? You're hitting $300 every single month. That means we need to double your BV for you to, that's not right. That's not Senior Master. Am I losing my mind? I think I am.
Senior Master is $3,000 a month.
I know, you got to go through the commission cycle. Hey, we got to all start somewhere, so we're starting at $600 a month, okay? So, but I want you guys to do this. I want you to take your current BV left and right. This is left and this is right, and you can average it out over how many weeks you've got going on in the back office, or you can take the last 4 weeks and divide it by 4 and see what you have for a number. okay? So say it is 12 and 12, and you want to hit, well, let's be aggressive. You want to hit 10,000 and 10,000, right? 10K and 10K. That's a 10, you guys, left and right. And if you're at 1,200 and 1,200, we do have a ways to go, right? So that means we're going to need 7,800 BVs on the left and 7,800 BVs on the right. So that's the goal. Do you guys get that? Because we've done this already. This is the new goal, is we want to have 7,800 coming up and 7,800 coming up. So we're going to use, okay, again, we'll use the 200. So that's how many people? 39 on the left and 39 on the right at 200, right at 200 BVs. Correct? Now let's do the 500 because I'm all about the shopping annuity, as you know. So if everybody's actually hitting the shopping annuity bonus pool because they were getting customers and they had iTransact and they were doing the business the way they should do the business, then you would only need one 500, 280, 280, say, let's just say 16. We'll oversell it, okay, a little bit more in case somebody goes a little short. So you need 16 on the left and 16 on the right. I don't know about you guys, but I want people doing this and having less people than people doing this and having to do that many freaking plans. Who's going to be making more money? Obviously. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yep.
So if you want to do old school because you think 200 BVs a month a person is good, right? So why don't we times this by 5, 1 in 5 plans, this by 5, and that's going to be 45 and 4 for what's 195 plans?
176.
Okay, do you have a calculator? No, 39 times 5.
Let's see.
39 times 5 is 45. And then 195. I was right, 195. I was correct. Okay, so 195 on the right and on the left. That's an awful lot of plans. Look at the difference, you guys. I'm not even trying to do this to sell the shopping annuity, but if you multiply this is 90 and 90. If you did a kickoff every single week and there were 6 people there between the two sides, right? That's 180 plans. And if you were doing kickoffs every week or home business presentations every week, that's 30 weeks you'd be at Senior Master. In 9 months. Do you guys get it? Not even less than 9 months. That's a little over 6 months, isn't it? 26 is 6 months. So it'd be 7 months from now. And so that's showing 6 plans, not just you, but your whole organization. Because remember, it's you, and we're going to work with them. While we're working with them, we're still trying to expand distribution. So then we're working with their people, right? And these people, we want them to continue to expand distribution as well as yourself. And we want to expand distribution with these people. So if we're doing it all together all the time, this can go very, very, very quickly. I've seen it go quickly for other people. It's that whole teamwork. So anyway, I'm going to really be looking for these types of people just because I know I only have to show 180 plans to get them to 3,000 a month. Do you get that?
Yeah.
Because it's not about me, isn't it about them? So if I am not doing this, then I can certainly not teach people how to do it. If I'm doing this, guess what people are really going to do? They're going to do this. Right? So anyway, that's kind of messy looking. Any questions before I erase this whole thing again?
Nope.
So action plan. So let's just say 7 months from now. What's the date today? So let's just say it's November 1st to keep it easy. It's November 1st, 2016. I just hit Senior Master. Whoa, this is really ugly.
What language?
I don't know. That's just November 1st, 2016. I just hit Senior Master. And you got to write a feeling sentence in here, how you feel. I feel blah, 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 blah. You know, it allowed me to be able to, some of those things on your feel, you know, to live, to love, to learn page, right? Maybe you paid off a credit card. Maybe you don't have to worry about your mortgage anymore, so that money can go someplace else. How does that make you feel? And then the key thing is I did this by, I need to get one of those things that I can draw on the tab, but my handwriting's terrible to begin with. Read my goal statement, what? 2 times a day, right? Read your goal statement 2 times a day. How many times, how long, often did you listen to an audio?
20 minutes daily.
20 minutes, yep. Read. Where are we going to read?
20 minutes a day.
Or 10 pages.
10 minutes. 10 pages.
Yep.
That's really slow for 20 minutes.
What did you say?
I said you can read really slow for 20 minutes.
Yep. 20 minutes if it's a really good read, 10 pages if you got to just get through it. So then what else are you going to do? You're going to use what? All our products, BV products, all our BV products. And you're going to, if you haven't, people that haven't done that, need to find, if they haven't or they say, oh, I don't use anything that we carry, then obviously I don't think they should be in the business, first of all. But use all of our BV products, meaning try them. I know, Kat, you and I are big on trying. It's like, oh, I've never tried that one, so I'm going to try it. You know what I mean? Because particularly the health and nutrition products, I don't know if it's what it's good. I will never share a product that I don't take. I love the bromelain because it's so good for inflammation. I have sold bromelain. I just started on the longevity. I haven't been on it long enough to make a decision if it's going to work or not. I've never sold the feminine because it never worked for me. I took it for a month and I found out today you're supposed to take it for 3 months before you wait to see if it works. But I may go back on it. And then 5 is what? Shop exclusively on shop.com. Exclusively. And that means you figure out where you're going to get your food, where you're going to get everything that you eat on a regular basis, and you get it from shop. Again, you can't teach what you don't do. Not even, you can't do what you don't know, right? So when I have been so adamant about the Shopping Immunity bonus pool because I know that I can't teach people to do it if I'm not the expert at it, you know, and so that's what I've decided to become. So all of our BV products, everything else, we're going to get it on shop, preferably with the Shop Direct, right? That's what we did. We did it all this time, and that's why we hit Senior Master. This is what it requires. I talked to how many people a day? That's you and your goal. I'm guessing this is going to be around 3 people a day. And you showed shop.com. Ooh, that's bad. I can't do S's. The business or product daily, Monday through Friday. Day through Friday, and added 2 names every day. Even if you have to go find people on Facebook, which I love doing. Added 2 names. And 9, attended and promoted trainings, right? So that's really nasty. That's attended and promoted trainings. Hey, I got to make myself laugh. Okay, so to hit that, I did this by, these are just, read my goal statement twice a day, listen to audio 20 minutes a day, read 10 pages a day, transferred all of my products to BV products. If I couldn't get it from there, I did Shop Direct or shop.com at partner stores. Talked to 3 people a day, showed shop.com business or a product daily, Monday through Friday, added 2 names every single day, and I attended and promoted all events. And that's real. I mean, that's the action plan If you guys have a specific goal that I can actually do the math, like on piece of paper and pen, you know what I mean? And then scan it over to you, and we can go over it together, or something like that. I'll do that one-on-one with you, because this is everything. This is everything right here. It includes retailing, it includes recruiting, it includes everything, except for following up. But you're going to follow up because it's part of what we automatically do on that step, right? So, any questions on this, you guys? Besides, you can't read whatever language this is.
This is great.
My drawings are great. My drawings.
No.
That's hard.
That's hard.
The information.
It's very hard. I should have done something like this and typed it in.
Oh, that's an idea. I was going to say something about, there's a keyboard on your computer.
Oh yeah, I never thought about that. I could have drawn the bodies and whatever. Live and learn. Next time. I didn't know Word had all these cool things in it, though. This is kind of cool. You can do your own day planner. I didn't know that. Learn something new every day. So do you guys have any questions for me on that you want to ask publicly, or you can email me privately if you want? That's it?
I do want to ask, so it's been a while since I've written goals, and I know I can look back on what I did before, but when you're saying, to write out things that I want, there's two, so I'm just going to use an example if you don't mind. So there's a person that or a bill that I want to pay off.
Yep.
And so I want to put that in just, I guess, that's just one of my things that I want to do. And then I need to know that dollar amount, and then I'm just trying to think how to work that into the daily steps. That's just because I say it's, a certain dollar amount. That's all I'm getting from that.
Right. So let's look at it this way. I'll type on a Word document this time. Okay. I'll type. At least you guys will be able. May not. It should be better this way. Why can't I find Word ever? I did figure out something on this today. I was so proud of myself. I figured out how to search on email, so that was good. Okay, so what's that?
I was just going to say you need to pin Word to your little bar at the bottom.
I probably need to do a little bit more than that, but yeah. Okay. So let's just say we have say it's a credit card bill of $5,000, okay? And just say it's credit. And when would you say you'd want to get the bill paid off by? Okay, somebody give me a date.
5,000. What do you think, Jenny?
Oh, gosh. I don't know. Well, let's just say November, since you mentioned that before, November 1st.
Okay, so you guys can all read what I'm writing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Bigger font.
Bigger font?
Yes, I can do a bigger font. I can do
Yeah,
bigger
my
font.
phone.
Our Jenny's on her phone. I'll get to 24. Okay.
Sorry.
You got to highlight the letters first and then change the number.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez, Louise. Let me start over. I want to do font of 24. There we go. Okay, so, and then we'll go back and fix this.
No.
There.
There
Okay.
you go.
I am so relieved and excited. That
Okay.
frees up some of my monthly money flow, or whatever you want to put, right?
Yeah.
I did this by, and then your action plan, 1,
Right. Okay.
2, and then, but then we have to figure out the income. So for $5,000, now this is where my little pen comes out. So for $5,000, So that's above and beyond what you're making right now in say, what is that, 7 months, 6 months?
Yep.
6 months. So in 6 months, you need another $5,000. $5,000 would be going through the commission cycle 1, 2, 3, say 4 more times, more than you're used to, right? So above and beyond where you are. So that's $20K on the left, and that's $20K on the right in the next 6 months. So in order to do that, we need new business partners, right?
Yeah.
And in a case like you, Jenny, you really only need, in all honesty, let's erase this. And I'll pick on you to say this is true. I don't know if it is or isn't. This side of your business you don't have to worry about, right? Here's you.
Right.
Jenny, you need
I
20,000.
still need to put a person down there for like
Right.
business reasons, but yeah.
But you need 20K just coming up this side of your business to reach that, because I know your organization,
Every what?
right?
Right.
Every
in the
what?
next,
Every
in the
month?
no. Over the next 6 months, she needs an extra 20,000 BV come up this side of her business. That's not this side. She's all set over there. So
Okay.
she's 20,000 on this side. For her to get 20,000 extra BV over 6 months, right? So 20K divided by 6 is 3, right? So you need 3.3 extra 3,300 extra BV every month for the next 6 months. Every month. Months, right? So erase some of this. It's annoying me over here. So to figure out, again, what are you going to think, minimalist, or you know what I mean? Are you going to think 50 BVs? You're going to need a lot of people. If you think 500 BVs, right, we need 6 people over there doing the SABP now. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
6 people that are willing to do the Shopinudi bonus pool. So, or so that's 500, right? So now let's just say that that's not what they're going to do. Let's just say 200. Then we'll just go back to the 200 thing, in which case we're going to need 200 would be 1, so say 18 people, right? 18 people all doing 200 BVs. So 18 times 5 is 90 people. No, 120. 90. 90. So 90 people we have to show the plan to. Quickly, say over the next 3 months so we can get them ramped up, right? So if we can show 90 plans over the next 3 months with them doing the 200 BVs, but hoping that they do the 500, obviously that's what we want everybody to do. So that would be, we want to show a plan a day to somebody. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But you start it with 1, and then we do HBP for them with 10 people, right? And so that's 1, and now they've led to 10 people. And those 10 have led to 10. That's 100 people right there. Do you get it?
Yeah.
You get one person that's willing to lead to 10, and those 10 lead to 100. That's the ABC pattern and work right there.
Yeah.
You know? And those 10 all lead to 10. Now you're doing HBPs every night of the week because you have to. Those 90 people is a joke. I just hope you guys understand the math. We always want to get to people
So
top 10.
basically,
Top 10, top 10,
So-
top 10.
For her to finish, for her to pay off $5,000 by November 1st, you use 6 months.
Yep.
And you use 3,300 BV.
Every month. She needs that
is
much more
needed
coming
every
in.
month. Okay.
More coming up
every
that
month.
side of her business.
Mhm.
Right.
Mhm.
Which means there'd be a lot of pin levels being hit too, I guarantee it. So so if we use the 3,300, but we want to have this paid off in 6 months, so we need to really push for 3 months, like a 90-day fast track, and really work it and get that one good person that leads us to 10 people, who leads us to the next 10 people, which is 100, which leads us to 1,000. We should be out there showing plans all the time if we have people leading to people, you know? So even say this person only leads to we only show the plan to 4 people, and these 4 lead us to 4. So now we've done 16, and those 16 lead us to 4. We're at 60 something, right? And those 6 lead us to 4. That's 240. So when JR says he's going from house to house, week to week, this would be this week. This would be next week. This would be the week after. This would be the week after. This would be the week after. Do you guys see how fast it could go? If you put a little bit of urgency into things, you know, we're all guilty of it, trust me. So
finding those cracks in the day, finding the time is the biggest obstacle.
Well, Kat, if you had one that would lead to 4 and those 4 would lead to this and would lead to this, do you think I'm not going to go do HBPs for you guys? Of course I will.
Yep, leverage.
Yep, leverage. So, but you see, that's actually not it's doable, but it's action. It comes down to literally comes right back down to this over here. Whoopsie. I want to get rid of this. I want to go to here. What in the heck happened here? Where are we going? Turks and Caicos? It comes right here is to, where is it? Are you both willing and able to do it? That's what it comes, is the realistic piece of it. Are you both willing and able? Being willing is one thing, but if like you have a negative spouse that doesn't allow you to do anything, then you may be willing, but you're not going to be able to because he'll divorce you or whatever. You know, I'm giving some weird random things. So yes, even a goal like this is doable without question. You just have to, it's just the one thing I've really learned, you guys, is when you really know you want something, it's such a numbers game. And when you fall in love with the numbers, you can, and somebody says no, it's like a little hen scratch. You've got the numbers that you need. Like say Jenny needed 90 plans shown, right? Jenny could literally put 90 blocks in an Excel sheet, and every time she shows a plan, gets a yes, gets a no, whatever, she can, by the time she's done those 90 plans, I'm telling you, things are moving. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You take little boxes and make little boxes. Okay, I plan. There were 6 people there tonight. There's 6 of them done. And not even caring about, did somebody move forward, did they not move forward? That just kind of happens as the nature of the business, right? But the key is just checking them off. You'll get through those 90. People have led to people by then. You can't do it. It won't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you're super negative. It's like, yeah, nobody's going to want to hear from me about this. They're going to still show up because you know why? You're doing the action and you're putting it out there, and when that happens, the universe automatically leads you to those people, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But you got to put yourself out there and move forward and all that good stuff. Did that help at all?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Very helpful.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Set your intention, what your next day is going to be.
Yeah, but you have to actually do something. I mean,
oh, well, yeah, you can't lay in bed and say, oh, yeah, today I'm going to do this. No. But before you go to bed, set your intention on how great the day is going to be, the kind of people you're going to meet, what's going to be accomplished, and it is amazing.
I keep saying that, and I'm like, you know, God, just lead me to people that are going to be leaders in this business if this is what you really want me doing with my life. And they show up, you guys, and they're showing up still. And it's not even like I'm hunting for them right now, although I'm getting back to the hunting. I'm going to go start hunting again because I'm happiest when I hunt.
Let's mean fish.
No, hunt. I'm a hunter. Jen, am I a hunter or a fisher? I'm a hunter.
No, you're a hunter, and you need to start hunting with me, dear.
Yeah, we got to start making those cold calls again. It is very fun. But, so, yeah, you guys, I'm here to help you guys to tweak yours if you want to share with me what you're looking to get accomplished. That way, and you got to share your goals with somebody anyway, so because if you keep them to yourself, then you can pretend they never existed. So that's why we share them. Oh, that just drives me crazy. Monty. Thank you. I'm getting more OCD the older I get. Can't stand things that aren't right. But so anyway, what do you think we should do next week, you guys?
How about a follow-up then to what we learned tonight? No?
Yeah.
Like the action plan?
Oh, so you guys can actually send me your goals and we'll tweak them and find the action plan and go over them as a team?
Yeah. Yeah.
Make sure we all got it that way.
That's a good idea. Go over
numbers,
individual action plans. I think that's a good idea. And that way what we can do too is like, so, you know, I've got stuff going down in the Boston area. I've got this stuff going on. So I'm thinking I definitely would like us to start doing some HBPs, but I really would like to do some call scoring somehow. I don't care if it's just us doing conference calls. I need to get back to 10-3-2, you guys, and I'm going to need names and stuff like that. So I just need to get back to 10-3-2 badly, quickly, badly. So, but I got to do it. Can't do that obviously by myself either. So
you want to do like a fast track, or?
I kind of do want to do a fast track.
I do.
I kind of do, Jenny. Every time we do a fast track, everybody falls off, so I get so ticked off. So, but
I would like it so that when we evolve from this, we've actually become independent business owners that are duplicating, and we're not relying on Roxanne or any other senior partner. We've become the senior partner.
And not everybody will, but some will. Some will. I mean, Kat and Jenny and obviously Sharon, you guys are all capable of leading your own teams. But that only helps because then somebody can be building deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, which is what I've been building anyway. But I think we'll talk about our action plans and we will create the fast track team. So we got to get more people on this call. And we're doing a 90-day.
How many are on the call tonight?
Not many.
Not many? Okay.
Maybe people got scared.
I scared them off. Nancy ended up calling in.
No, I know. Just maybe people got scared of writing goals. I don't know.
Oh, maybe. Well, that's step 2 of the basic 5, so we have to get over some of these fears. I think Nancy's on, right, Nancy?
I am.
And 393, is that you, Sharon?
Yeah, that's me, hon.
Okay. There's 6 of us on. So, yeah, I'm definitely game for a fast track, you guys, and I think I want to do a 90-day, and I'm going to start calling your people's people when you guys are at work like old school, because remember those days, Kat? Remember those days.
Yes.
We need to get back to that, and it was very team-centric. I mean, granted, I busted my butt. I won't lie. But, yeah, let's do it. So we'll create a 90-day fast-track team and go over. So you guys have the homework is, for those of you listening that aren't on the call, and for those of you that are, create your goal. Try to figure out your action plan based on what we went over tonight. Please send it to me. And just let me know if I can just go over the action plan or if I can go over both with people. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I can keep the goal private. Actions. It's going to be similar for most people, you know, except for maybe the number of talk tos in a day. But, yeah, that's good. I like this plan. So next week we'll actually go over action plans. I'll have mine ready. And we'll pick a date to start the 90-day fast track, and let's go hardcore for 90 days. I'm ready to do that. Let's do it.
Okay. It's a good time of the year, too, isn't it?
It's a perfect time of year. It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect. What do I have to do in the next 90 days? Except the basement. But I can still do a 90-day fast track and still pay the basement. So, perfect. So we got a plan, we got a date. I'm going to stop recording.